Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. This is take two. As soon as I start this camera, the phone won't ring all day until I start this camera, so forgive me. Alright, so I have literally been working for almost, golly, it was 11 and a half hours yesterday. And then today I've probably put in another 6 hours, so that's 17 and a half hours. Oh, goodness gracious, of Christmas projects. I made over 13 projects, and those were all online projects that were family projects. So anyways, I tell you what, if I could encourage you one thing, hurry and get your projects in, because when you think it's going to take a day or two for them to come back to you, one of my projects is coming back on the 12th, and I was just like, oh, because I have to mail part of that off to somebody else. And anyways, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So anyways, we are on day 3, December 3rd of the 25 days of the Creative Memories Days of Christmas. So I am going to do the other journals. I will do a share. So I will do this ahead and then come back and just show them to you. Those I kind of want to get done pretty quickly, and I want those 100% done this weekend. So I can get those shipped to my different kiddos and they can do their own thing. They can go back in and journal. It'll only be a week late. So I know I'm going to see 2 of the 3 and spouse. So the last one, I'm just going to pop it in the mail and say, do what you want to do. Do it, don't do it, totally understand. But for me, I just know I want to get it done and give that to them. So today, I am super excited. Like I said, I've done 13 projects online. I could not be any happier that that is done. And I started with one goal in mind, and I ended up with a completely different goal. And it was more cost effective, etc. And it wasn't what I originally intended, but I'm very thankful that it kind of came together like that. And right now, Walgreens has a 50 all, FIFTYALL, 50% discount on everything on their photo processing. So I may do one more project for my husband, or I may not. I'm a pretty tuckered little girl, so I'm thinking maybe not. My husband just called, and I'm going to do today's day 3, and then I am going to start beginning my printing for my dailies pretty soon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my journal. I'm going to actually journal, and I'm going to print my pictures after. And I know that may sound odd to y'all, but for me, I don't want to run to Walgreens every day. I want to go to Walgreens every 5 to 6 days. And so, and yesterday was kind of a joint day 1 and day 2, plus I had already done the front cover page. So I feel okay about all that. I really do. And there will come a point in here where I'll probably condense down. I'm not really sure yet. I've got to figure out my pages still, but anyways, we'll see. But I'll get there. Right now, I'm just keeping flowing. So I knew I had a goal and a plan for how to start this. I now need to go through and with a light pencil design my days, design my pages, or at least have some kind of an idea. And if you're ever interested in that process, I would be glad to share that with you. I do lightly sketch them. Sometimes I actually even sketch them on the page or on a piece of tracing paper over the page, or I sketch them in a notepad. So I know it's really kind of a different process than most Creative Memories people, but it is something that works for me because I'm very visual. I like to see it, and I'm very tactile. I like to play around with the pieces. So anyways, all right, friends, quit yakking and let's get on with it, right? Okay, my youngest still hasn't gotten me my, what am I trying to say? My numbers yet, but that's okay. It has been crazy busy. She ended up going yesterday and staying super late at the college because I got so busy working, I could not leave to go get her, and my husband ended up picking her up later last night, and she's such a good sport. She's like, oh, I'm fine, I can just study, and I'm like, bless your heart, bless your heart. So anyways, So to start with, I wanted to use these 3 little gnomes. I think these are so doggone cute. These are a part of the Variety Map Pack. I already put a little sticker here from the sticker kit that I purchased also. This is all the Merry Little Christmas by Creative Memories. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to do for right now. So I love the 3 because we have 3 children that we've raised. And that really works for me. It kind of just floats my boat. Now, 2 of the 3 are married. And at some point, you know, I've been spending 2 days trying to keep everything super even. I really work hard at that. And because there were people in my life that weren't always even, and I knew how badly that felt. So I've been trying really hard to keep everything even, Steven, so on my project. So literally, I am going to take a picture of one of my granddaughter will hopefully be sent to me today, and then one of just the process of getting all this done. And then tomorrow I'm going to be going through all the rest of the bags that we brought in. I haven't had time to go through the bags yet, but tomorrow is go through the bags and sort, pack down all fall decorations. And I know it's hard to believe that on December 4th I'm just getting to it, but we were exhausted when we came back, so you know how that works. I also grabbed these stickers, which I think I'm going to save. I also grabbed this, which is called Precious Moments, and I think I'm going to keep that for the baby, and I may just put that picture on the half of that. And then I also grabbed this little message bubble that's in the advisors kits that we get as advisors. And again, if you order one of these whole systems, I will send you one of those kits for free. Free mailing, free everything. And then I thought this was very apropos that says to and from, since I have been making the presents today. So I thought I would kind of like jig that on there somehow. I also grabbed some of these stickers, but I don't think I'm going to use these today. I love these stickers. These are from the Target Dollar Spot, and see the colors, they work. So I'm going to use them in this album, but not today, maybe tomorrow. So let's just go ahead, get things down. I already knew what I was going to do today, and then I'm going to let you go. Hopefully by tonight, my sweet baby girl will go out and get me my numbers, and I can get that down. So as you can see, I went a little crazy there. Because this has a sheet protector, we don't have to go crazy and worry about getting it good and adhered. It does it all on its own, and we are very blessed. So I'm going to put that there. I am going to write what I have been doing today. So this is going to be my only journaling spot, because honestly, if I write anymore, my head is going to explode. That sounds terrible, but I have literally been just working non-stop. So I do want to contact my daughter and son-in-law and ask for pictures, and then I'm going to get those ordered, because even though all of that I have done at Walgreens is ready for pickup now, I don't know if my brain can go. I only have 12 orders that will be ready now. I have one more that will come later in the month, but I'm not really sure if my brain is ready to pick it all up and now try to process everything that I got. But it is really, I'm really pleased. I cannot say enough. And of course, Walgreens makes it very simple. And this is not a sponsored video, but I think, do I want to come this way or this way? I almost like it better that way. And then I can put that like that. Ooh, I like that better. Okay. Sorry. See, you know, you think you have an idea, but it's good to have somewhat of an idea of what you want to do. So I am going to put some ribbon on that, and I don't have any out here. I thought I did. Ha ha ha. Well, you know, you can only be so organized, and then you realize I'm not. So I'm just going to borrow from this. So these are just some darling little sequins that I picked up at Target Dollar Spot, and I think I may come back in afterwards and glue some of these babies down. I'm trying to see if I have any glue in here, and I don't right now, which is really weird. Oh, you know why? Because I packed it all up to go on the trip. And that bag is in the other room. So I know we are still working to get caught up I tell you what, that was a busy, busy, busy weekend. Oh my goodness gracious. So, you know how that goes, and I'm very thankful. And I got a message today that everything's going well back at their place, and I did not do that the way I wanted to do it, so pardon me. Let me fix it the way I like it. Yes, I think it's this way, front to back. So it doesn't matter which way you do it as long as you're happy with it. I like mine front to back. It's just who I am. Now, I don't want these to fray on the end. I don't want them to fry either, but I don't want them to fray. And you can light them with a match usually, and it'll keep them from fraying, or you can just tie little knots. And I think I'm just going to tie little knots because, yeah, all my matches and everything are out in my craft cottage, so for projects. So, and actually, I just use a little bitty lighter. And having grown up with my dad who smoked, he was a heavy smoker. It felt so weird buying a lighter, I have to tell you. So, all right, so that's it. I am going to actually put that maybe I think I'm going to go on the angle. All right, that's it. And I think I'm going to pop this up because I can, and it's fun. So I hope you guys are starting to feel like Christmas. 2 days ago, our temperatures dropped about, they said anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees due to a storm coming in. And I know for those, I've got stuff on my hand. I was like, what in the world is that? For those of you up north, you laugh because we are such babies down here. But I have to tell you, a 20 to 30 degree drop in this area wreaks havoc on all of our gardens, and like my husband literally has orchards and things, so it requires a lot of attention, plus all of our critters and all that kind of good stuff. Plus, us knobby knee people with our arthritis, it was just like, wow, that was not very nice. So, okay, there we go. I am keeping it so simple. I am not going to put this down until I get my picture because first off, I want to make sure in the end it all matches. And second off, I want to make sure that the placement is correct. And then I'm also going to put a picture, and I may just put hers up here and then put that down here. That's what I think I'm going to do. And yeah, so that's it. I want you guys to see how simple I am keeping this. These Fast to Fab pre-done pages literally take 5 minutes if you're not talking, okay? They're just taking 5 minutes. Now, I might come back in tonight while I watch TV and take my little glue and put them all over these dots and add some of these to it. And if I do, I'll show it to you tomorrow. I have red, green, gold. I have green trees and then gold. And I don't know, there's just something there about extra fun. So, yeah, and the little string came in very handy. So, all right, friends, use what you have. Enjoy your day. Keep it simple. Don't make it hard, because here's the deal. I had a seminar today online about an organizational seminar, and it encompassed home, work, personal, etc. And it was the best 2 hours I've ever spent. I was working the whole time while I was listening to the seminar. And I signed up for the program. I am super excited because by the time that hits, by the time I receive everything, it's going to be, it'll be a couple of years for me to work through it. And it will just help me get my brain organized. We took on certain practices from my father. When we took on, I worked for him for all these years, and I found myself saying things like, well, that's not the way Dad did it, or this is the way we always did it in Dad's office. And then I realized, I don't need to do exactly what my daddy did. I love my daddy. I miss my daddy. But I don't need to run his businesses the same way. I need to trust that I can improve upon that. And as well as my life, all of that. And I think for me, the best part of this year, this 2020, is that I can do things my way for the first time in probably 6 years, maybe 7 years. I don't know, maybe even 30 years. You know, my husband and I have been married 33, 34 years, and I know I can't remember. Please forgive me. So, I was only 29 when or I'm only 29 now, so I have to be really careful. No, that's the joke. That's the joke. But there are things right now that I'm trying to get in order. And part of my memory keeping is stuff that I want to keep simple. I want to come back in and journal and keep it simple and yet have it look visually appealing, eye-catching, interactive. Just like yesterday's, this is an interactive page. I love interactive pages. It's just a me thing. It doesn't have to be a you thing. It's a me thing. And for me, that it is fun. So I just want to do some things that are very interactive. And, what that all means in the end, I do not know. I'm just getting my toe in the water. I'm just thinking through how I want this to be for my business, the partnership I am hopefully getting to work myself out of, and a few things like that. So we are in a sea of paperwork. CPAs live in a sea of paperwork. But this is a program that helps you condense down that paperwork, at least in certain areas of your life. And interestingly enough, the way I did my parents' estate is the same way that they teach, in a different way, but basically essentially the same. So I'm very excited to learn even better and improve upon what God taught me during that season. So taking that back to your 25 days of Christmas, keep it simple. Enjoy your time with your family. I found myself getting grumpy and tired. I ended up, by the time I went to sleep at 3:15 in the morning, I had a sore throat. I woke up this morning with a sore throat, and I realized that was just pure exhaustion. And though I couldn't stop and take a nap, and I wanted to several times during the day, I couldn't. So I had to just keep pressing forward. And it's okay. It's okay to be tired, and it's okay to say, I need this time. And, and last night when my husband would not go get our daughter, I finally said, if he was at Tractor Supply, and I was like, are you kidding me? You're at Tractor Supply shopping? You get to go get our daughter. And so he was like, okay. So anyways, it was just one of those things, it was a good lesson at me saying, hard stop. No, I'm not going to go get her. You are going to go get her. I'm going to be working all night and all day tomorrow. You need to go. And I've not always been good at that. And probably I didn't say it in the nicest way. I probably was reacting are you kidding me? But I mean, that's how I felt. But I'm learning to say when enough is enough. And I think that as we look at our Christmas season, we need to focus on what it's about. It's about the birth of Jesus. It's about time with our loved ones. It's about capturing those memories. It's about journaling our thoughts. This is my family album. I will not journal any more than what took place today. In my private journal that I will come back and do every 5-day share, I will be glad to talk through my thoughts, because those will be kept in a separate little notebook, and then after I show you the journal, then I'll either cut and paste those in or I will transcribe it. And transcribing is not a big deal because my handwriting is horrible. So it's always good for me to write it the first time somewhere else. But so I just want to encourage you, because so many of us are thinking, oh, turn of the year, I got to get on it. I'll get on it then. And part of me now is trying to attend to things right now. There are things I can be doing now that prepare me for then. So I don't have to wait. I can work on certain aspects right now. So this to me is like a decluttering of my brain. I'm going to save the memories as I go through a little bit each day, and I'm happy. Then I have a gift to give my husband and my youngest daughter. And even if I did nothing but print out a collage of pictures, slap it down, throw a few embellishments on with these prefab pages, I'd be done. So, and I would be happy if I did that. I'm telling you, I'd be happy. So anyways, all right, my dear sweet friends, I hope this encouraged you today. If it did, please give us a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate your feedback. Our channel is growing. I don't watch the numbers. My youngest does, and then she tells me. Every now and then I'll look at it, but usually, you know, she'll say, hey, did you know? Hey, did you know? And I'm like, no. No. What say you? And so, anyways, but, you know, this is a place to come and be encouraged. And if you are not already subscribed here, please feel free to subscribe. We would love to have you here. This is a place for people to come and be encouraged and find new ways of doing things. Just all that, and a bag of cats some days, but mostly all that. So, all right, I've got my little bag here. I've got my little plate set up over here. I've got a little bowl here. And I've got my little nativity here. I know. I thought about trying to like set up a promo in the beginning and do all that. My youngest is going to be helping me over hopefully the Christmas holiday and help me do some things like that, because I'm not, even though I talk computers, I'm just not that savvy technology wise. So, all right, friends, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to come back with a quick haul with something called Home Chef. I know. All right, friends, I pray your day's blessed, creative, and lovely. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will be talking to y'all tomorrow with day 4. And hopefully pretty soon I can have my numbers in here and we'll have the complete finish. And by the way, I will take you back for a quick flip on the things that I'll be adding afterwards. All right, my friends. Okay, y'all have a great evening. Love y'all. Bye-bye.